Hello people! So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. I'm doing a everyday summery makeup tutorial. This is the finished look. I have done a voiceover today because it is so hot. I just couldn't like talk and film, like I'm literally like dying right now just doing my intro. But this is the entire look and I hope you enjoy it. So make sure you are subscribed and give the video a thumbs up too. And just keep watching.
Starting off by just adding some SPF onto my skin. This is from the Body Shop. It's the Vitamin E SPF. I really like this and it moisturises your skin really nicely as well. Then I did skip moisturiser because I'm using the Smashbox primerizer. It's a moisturiser and a primer all in one, of course. So that leaves my skin looking nice and glowy. Then for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation and I use the shade 220 and I'm just using my sponge just to apply that all over the skin. And you can see I've only added a small amount but the coverage is really good. For concealer, I use the Tarte Creaseless concealer. This is such a good concealer, it will just cover everything. I think I do genuinely prefer it to the Shape Tape. It just looks really nice on the skin and I'm obsessed with this, so I'm really liking this at the minute. And I forgot to show it, but I used the Beauty Bakerie flour powder, I'm pretty sure, and I'm just setting all the areas that I need to, so just kind of under my eyes, my lids to kind of set them for eyeshadow, and then my T-zone. Then for eyeshadow I use the Colourpop Sweet Talk eyeshadow palette and I've just took the first shade in the palette, which is called Catch Me, and just buffed this all in the crease and used it as a transition colour. And we're not doing anything too crazy, of course, it's just a nice kind of everyday kind of look. Then I run that on the lower lash line as well. Palette, I then took the shade Work It, which is like a nice orangey brown, and I just used a slightly more precise brush but still a fluffy brush, and I just ran this on the crease, down on the lower lash line, and then buffed it out on the outer corner as well. Then I went in with the shade Meadow, I think, from the palette, and I took an even smaller brush, still a fluffy brush again, and I just applied this from the outer corner all the way in, and I kind of concentrated this mainly right in the socket of the eye, and then obviously I dragged it onto the lower lash line as well, just to kind of connect everything so it all kind of blends together. Then for all over the lid, I'm not making sense. I took the shade Melody, and it's just kind of a nice orangey bronze shade. And I took this with my BH brush first, and then I just used my finger, and then I went back in with the brush again just to clean it up. But this is just a really nice shimmery everyday shade, so I just used that all over the lid. And then to deepen up the outer corner and kind of define the crease a bit more, I took the shade Icy IMI, or something like that, from the eyeshadow palette, and yeah, I just added that on the lower lash line as well just to connect it all also. Then I just lined my tight line with the LA Girl Endless eyeliner, just a black one, and then I'm curling my lashes, of course. And then for mascara, I just went in with the Colourpop BFF mascara. Forgot how much I love this, like it's just such a good mascara. And it's so affordable as well, like it literally reminds me of the Too Faced mascara, which is like my favourite all-time mascara. And it's so good. Then to kind of brighten up the eye look, I wanted to just add like a pop of colour. So I took the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, I think it's called Turquoise, and I just added that on the waterline, as you can see. But then I moved on to the face again just to finish off. I used the Sosu Cream Contour Stick, and I think I used the shade Warm here. I'll leave it in the description box just to be sure, but I think I did use the warm shade just to kind of bronze up everywhere. And just to add a bit more bronzer, because we're clearly not bronzy enough, I took one of my faves at the moment, which is the Wet n Wild Ticket to Brazil bronzer, I think it's called, and I'm obsessed with this. Then for blush, I probably should have done this before I did the powders, but I took the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Nectar, I think this one was. Yeah, it looks more like the orangey one, so I just popped that on my cheeks, and I love that. Then for highlight, what was this? I think it's the Becca Cream Highlight in Opal. I just showed it so quickly. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that, and I just patted that into the skin with my finger. That's usually how I apply these. Then I just went in with some setting spray. I used the Morphe one, and then I used the Colourpop lip liner in Chi. This is one of my favourite lip liners, and you'll see what happened. Yeah, that then happened. It literally just snapped. And then I went over with the Colourpop Luxe lipstick in the shade Quickie. I didn't mean to use this much Colourpop, but what's new?
So that is the finished look. I don't know if you can see it or if you could see it when I was applying it, but I did use a blue eyeliner on the waterline. I thought it just brightened up the look a little bit. And yeah, this is the finished look. I think it's really wearable, and it is quite long lasting as well, especially the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation. It lasts a really good time, especially in heat. Yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next video.